Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here at Rawslowgaming, where we're playing Bath City Football Club, and we're back here. And as I said, we will have a rebound or a rematch against Eastbourne Borough very shortly, and we had that in the middle of the week and making our playing schedule a living hell with not that deep of a squad here for the remainder, for the 14 days here between the 17th of October and the 31st of October with 5 matches. But after that, at least it's a 5-week, or not a 5-week, or 2-week break, which is really good. But as you see here, and as I said, we'll have the rematch against Eastbourne Borough here in 4 days away, and I'll see you at the match day. Match day done here against Eastbourne Borough, and it's very much even here. We were clear favorites for the first match, I believe. Here, a little bit more even. For this match though, everyone is fit enough to start. That will probably not be the case for the next matches, but we'll keep the lineup that we have. That is the best that we currently can have, I feel. So let's get to it, and I hope that we can get a good result here for the rematch, and definitely don't hit penalties or anything like that, or extra time, because that will be impossibly bad for us, so to say, here to have in this really hectic sort of playing schedule. So first highlight here in the 13th minute, a throw-in for Bath City. Smith with the ball and trying to cross it, but straight at Eastbourne and Borough players. But they cleared bad, so back to Healy here. A long ball, but they cleared again, or getting the ball to Eastbourne Borough, a bad pass, and they cleared and are now building up play here in their defensive half. Sanko or someone pushing there pretty hard, but not getting to the ball. But we managed to take control of the ball here, Bath City, and the ball to Taylor, back to Rowan here in our defense. Save half our defense in our defenders, and back to Rowan here again. Dribbling it up a little bit and passing to Hackett here in the middle, and he tries a through ball towards Britton, but not getting through. So a chance for a counter-attack here for Eastbourne Borough, and no one getting their hands on Ferry, and it's a goal for Eastbourne Borough here in the 13th or 14th minute. And just as that were happening, and me stumbling on the words there a little bit, I were looking at what we see now right behind here, how big their stadium is, considering they are a Vanarama National League South team. Their stadium seems to be pretty darn huge. And yeah, we don't really want to go out here in the qualifying part for the FA Cup. We got drawn at home for the next round against Notts & Co in League 2. So it's not a terrible draw. It's not the best either at all. So it's not that bad in that way to go out of the cup here. But it's not really what we want to do. And of course, that 2-week break, I do believe the FA Cup is in the middle there if we manage to get through here. But we'll see what happens here. As I said, I will not be too sorry if we lose out here. I will be very sorry if we get to extra time or something like that. But Eastbourne Borough there with another chance and hitting the post there actually, and very lucky that we're not trailing by 2 at this stage of the game, which would have been horrible, of course, for us. Extremely horrible, but not the case, so that's all right. Next up, a highlight here in the 44th minute. Smith with the ball in the middle, passing to Rowan, to Sanko here on the right-hand side, and he dribbles it forward. Will he get his defender? No, but passing there to Pearson, and he shoots, but somehow the keeper managed to save that ball. A really great cross there and a good finish as well, but not getting to it. Heal here with a chance, but unfortunately blocked there by Eastbourne Borough players and cleared out for a throw-in. And there we have it, half time, 0-1 for Bassett versus Eastbourne Borough. Looking on the stats, we're definitely dominating this game, more so than in the last game. But we're trailing by 1 here at halftime, which is not what we want. Looking on the player ratings, no one is playing especially bad or good. They are on the low side at 6.4, but it's nothing like I want to single out anyone or say that they are playing too bad. They're playing not good enough, but I don't want to single anyone out. So we'll shout the man more, the first thing we do here. But first we have a highlight here in the 54th minute. A free kick there by Eastbourne Borough that looked dangerous, but the leg coming out there and showing really safe hands. And that goal kick, though, not maybe the best, but they are trying to do a fast counter attack or get back there. Didn't really work out, but this might. Yeah, this is working out. Brown with the ball here just outside the penalty area, and a lure there with another shot at the post by Eastbourne Borough. So 2 times in this match they have hit the post, if we disregard the fact that they also have made a goal. So we'll put Hackett out here. We are going to try to play Price a little bit more than we have had or have done before. So that's the reason behind that. And we'll switch out Pearson here. He's not having the best life of his, or the best game of his life for Mutruk. Let him play what he wants to play. And we'll switch out a Rowan that is pretty tired with Baxter. Playing a decent game though. Brunt could again be switched, but we don't really have enough players to switch around with here. Asante will get his chance somehow else, or yeah, in some other way, not somehow else, but in some other way. So we'll shout here, show some passion, and we'll also shout the man more here as we can. 10 minutes to go, and it looks like we will not get that equalizer, but we don't really want an equalizer here at this stage of the match, to be honest. And there we have it, full time, and the final result for Bassett versus Eastbourne Borough then 0-1, shots 14-9, shots on target 5-3, and possession 59-41%. So not the result we deserved for sure, but also the result we deserved, as they had 2 hits on the framework other than the actual goal they had. So we're all right. And board is fairly disappointed. All right, not fairly disappointed. They are disappointed that the team were only fairly competitive in FA Cup, but we got 7.25k for that. Richards not having a great match there in his loan. Richards is looking like he's developing really good though, or really good. A lot is happening at least on his loan, so that's pretty interesting. It will be interesting to see if for the first time ever someone will actually get better after their loan, so to say. And as you see, I didn't really mean to do what I'm doing now, just moving forward here. But as I'm doing that, and it's so short between the matches, I guess we'll do that here, as it's just one day away. But yeah, it's pretty darn crazy, or I don't know what is crazy, but yeah. Pearson is training really well. He trained like this the whole last season as well, and Britton as well. Britton is more up and down, but that's all right. Rowan is also training well, and not really getting any real gains, unfortunate, which is, as said, unfortunate for us. And we'll continue here towards the match against Aldershot Town at home. So that's going to be what? I see here, uneven match here. Very even according to bookmakers, and yeah, team selection is hard, really hard this time. So Burko, you're not giving us much shows, but right, Taylor, Baxter. That's not the right choice. Harper, maybe a better choice. Wingback, support or attack. Baxter, you will play instead of Healy. Who will play instead of Judan? Clark will play instead of Sanko, and who will play instead of Burko? Well, it would be Smirlon, but we can't. We can't. You all really need to rest. And I'm not really going to be able to put anyone on as such. Something you're playing, pressing forward, defend. Not Rook is like the only player and price that we're going to be able to bring in. I guess it's going to be Reigns. That's the only option we have. Yeah. So definitely very much a B team here. But that's how we're going to do it. Just to have players that are about 90% in fitness at least. Because that is our base mark base mark to try to reach, I guess. And yeah, sorry for not making sense most of the time, but that is how I talk and how my mind work or doesn't work, rather maybe. So we're kicking things off here and playing the game just as we always do, or rather comment the match just as we always do as we get highlights. And speaking about highlights, we haven't got a single one in here so far in this match after 35 minutes. And with that, we are of course very much closing in here on the end of the first half. But a free kick here for Bassity. Hackett with it. Baxter heading over the crossbar there. Unfortunate. So not a goal, but a good sequence there at least. And a goalless after one half. The stats are pretty even, but we are heavily down on possession. So could be better. It's all right here. Nothing too special to note, so we'll just continue here and hope that it's this is a pretty slow and silent match, so to say. But we'll see here. We'll do a sub or two now, a little bit on the early side, but we'll bring in Price here, and we'll do that for Pearson. So he will get to play in the position that he doesn't really want to. But we'll actually not do it like that. We'll do that instead of Smith. We'll bring in not Brunt. Asante, you get to start there actually, yeah. So that's actually going to be it, because we're then going to put in... No, we'll bring in Montruk instead of Pearson here. You will get to play inverted winger and continue. And that is all the subs that we will do for this match. And we'll shout a little bit, show some passion here. Yeah, they actually do get fired up here. So that's good. And while we are in the closing stages here of this match, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. And if you're doing that, do hit that subscribe button as well to make sure that you're not missing out on anything, and you can hit that small notification bell to be super duper sure. And if you want to support the channel even more, do check out the links in the description. And I do have some memberships with some pretty epic perks if you're interested in enjoying the Football Manager and FIFA Manager Let's Play series. So no more highlights in this match, and the end result then 0-0 for Bear City versus Aldershot. Shots 7-15, shots on target 1-7, and possession 34-66%. So overall, I'm definitely all right with drawing this match. And overall, the player's doing all right. Price not having his best match ever, so we are actually saying that, and we're saying that to Britain here as well. At 6.3, I think it's alright to single out some players and tell them that we're not that happy with their play. So 17th in the league, 3 points clear of the relegation zone and 9 points up to the not the promotion zone, but the playoff zone. And we're lucky to draw there, definitely. 1,632 attending that game, so that's pretty nice. And Asante is finding it tough, yeah. He's played 8 games without a goal. Yeah, that's pretty tough, actually. Hopefully he will manage to do something here pretty soon. And Barry not having his best there. And 5-match unbeaten run here at the moment for Bassett, which is pretty nice. For here, you are somewhere, I would guess. Yeah, you're at Shrewsbury. Doesn't really matter. I'm actually really longing to dig my teeth into some scouting here at, well, in January or February, when we can start scouting players that have less than 6 months left on their contract and is interested in transfers and trying to find some good talent there. It's pretty much the best part of the game, or the best season of each, well, not the best part of each season, to see what sort of fun things you might find there, and where you actually sort of build up the team, at least at this lower league stuff. At least that's the case for me. As you're into Premier League or the higher leagues, I guess you sort of rather gotta work on your youth academy and get out loan players in a good way and everything like that. So that's probably better. And again, I'm talking over rather than going to the next match. So this will be a little bit of a special episode doing that, I guess. And we do have good progress in training overall. And yeah, overall, good things here. And Mutter could be better than Hackett. I kind of doubt that, but if that's the case, I'm very happy to hear that. So Burko back in the lineup. Healy also back in the lineup. Unfortunately, Baxter here also in the lineup instead of Rowan, who needs a little bit of a break. And then we have Sanko. You're also back instead of Clark. Hackett, you need a little bit of a break. So Tom Price, you're starting instead of Hackett here, which is definitely nothing you should expect, but you can have a chance. Asante, you're definitely not playing alongside Britain as first choice, so back with Brunt. And then we have Clark, Asante, Hackett, and Motruk on the bench. That feels alright. We should put in Taylor here instead of Harper, though. Like that. And Hackett, and that's everyone, right? No. Rowan, you need to rest. Yeah, that's everyone. All right, so let's go to the match here, the last match of this episode, and comment it on the highlights as we do, and have fun. It's actually been very few highlights here overall in these matches in this episode, I would say. So I think it's been a pretty fast episode, even though we've sort of shown more things than we have in any of the episodes before this. And well, it isn't really shown, it's just me talking over it a little bit and clicking on words rather than saying see you after not after or on the next match day. So just seeing a little bit on the things around it, which I guess is nice to see from time to time. 25 minutes in, next highlight here, and it were for Basity there, or at least that cross in were, but we didn't really meet the target or meet the ball there. But another chance here, Pearson coming on the left hand side, crosses it in towards Britain, and this time he makes connection to the ball, and it's a goal here for Basity in the 26th minute. And I don't know why I said goal that way, but I did it again. You could also say that it's a goal for Basity, and we took the lead here in the 26th minute. And overall, a very nice sequence there, and good stuff by Britain, which we are very, very, very happy to have on loan here this year as well. Next highlight here in the 28th minute, Sanko almost getting through there with some sort of ball. Well, it definitely were a ball, but don't know how he were almost getting through, but losing it. But we got the ball back, and the ball to Taylor, passing to Smith here, back to Taylor and up to Sanko and to Smith and to Taylor. And Taylor doing a sort of through ball up to Britton and back to Sanko. Sanko with a chance to cross it towards Brunt, but it's cleared and it's out. Not surprised, but to Fondop and to Ebbsfleet players here. Russell driving the ball upwards in the middle and getting dispossessed, but not really. So Fondop with a shot, and it's a goal for Ebbsfleet here. Ebbsfleet United, unfortunately, here in the 29th minute. And yeah, a little bit unlucky. It felt like we were having a good moment there as well, and a very fast reply, so to say, by Ebbsfleet after our goal. Which is always a bit frustrating. A really good long shot there though by Fondop, and put it on beautiful, if I say so myself. Looking at stats so far, it seems to be pretty even here. I hope, yeah, no double yellow card there, but a dangerous looking free kick here by Ebbsfleet, and just over the crossbar. I actually thought that were going into the goal, but not the case, so that's good. Next up here, before the end of the first half, we have another highlight. Basity with the ball, Baxter with the ball, passing it to Pearson on the left-hand side from the goal zone, so to say. So Pearson on a long dribble, driving it up, passing in to Price here in the middle, passing to Smith. Smith passing to Sanko here on the right-hand side, and he crosses it towards Pearson, and coming really great there, but heading straight at the keeper and showing safe hands there. Unfortunate for us. And here comes Ebbsfleet instead, and playing on the left hand side, managing to cross it in, not at all. So a chance for a counter attack here for Basity. Britton just reaching up on that ball, a chance to cross it, passes it backwards to Taylor, to Smith. Smith passing to Price here and shoots just over the crossbar. Really, really close there. And we are approaching the end of the first half here. And there we have it. And it's mostly even, I would say, in terms of stats. But we are a little bit dominating in possession and definitely hitting the target. So we definitely should be leading this match, actually, which we aren't, which is definitely frustrating. But we're at least not losing the match, so it's all right. Everyone playing decent enough. 6.4 is just on the verge of being bad, as said. Great corner there from Bassett, and a good attack, but unfortunately over the crossbar there by Brunt. So probably not really going to do any shouts here in this match. Our assistant manager are managing to do some shouts here, which is not working out, unfortunately. And we'll bring in Mutruk here instead of Pearson. Pearson have had a great game so far, to be honest. And we'll bring in Asante instead of Brunt. And Smith, you are playing, so we don't need to worry about that. Burko, you should have a little bit of a break. And so should Sanko, but we're going to rest Burko here for a little bit. And yeah, Clark can play pretty much anywhere, but he's not great anywhere for us really, but it's all right. And we'll show some passion here for the last few minutes. Don't know if that actually made any difference, but it's a goal here in the 85th minute, and it is for Bassett. A good free kick, and Baxter getting up there with his header or head connecting to the ball and doing a good header. Let's watch the replay here again. Yeah, good movement there by Baxter and a really good positioning, getting very clear to that ball and managing a good header. Smith out here on a second yellow card. No, first yellow card of the season. All right. A free kick here for Ebbsfleet, which is not good. Ojo with the ball just outside the penalty area, and don't like this. Carlson with a shot there, but deflected by Bassett players. The ball up towards Asante. Asante on a real run here. Slowing down, passes to Mutruk. Mutruk with a shot, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 89th minute. And that were surprising to say the least. And the keeper really should have saved that for sure. Good pass there by Britton, and a pretty good push there by Asante. And I guess that pass back were good as well. What the keeper did there, I don't know though. That were really, really strange. We did not complain though at all. We do get a highlight straight after here in the 90-minute mark. We don't really need that at all, but we do get that. And Ebbsfleet having the ball here on the left-hand side. Hunt crossing it in. Motruk passing it further, but not getting rid of it. And a shot there just outside the post by Ebbsfleet. And hopefully that it is for the match, and it is. And the scoreline for after full time is 3-1 for Bassett versus Ebbsfleet. Shots 23-18, shots on target 13-4, possession 61-39%. So definitely well deserved and a great win to end off this episode here for Bassett. Very proud of the lads there, and overall good performance by everyone, which is really nice. That brought us up to 16th place in the league, 5 points clear of the relegation zone. So finally, we're a fair bit away from that. And actually only 7 points up to a playoff spot. So that's not bad at all. And 1117 or 70 attending that game. So quite decent there as well. And Richard's having a good game here, and Ashley is scoring a goal here, and I believe, and a winning force in the match against St. Albans. So very nice stuff there to end on. So I hope you have enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.